Look at these sweeties from LaLa. We have, well, it was a large litter of 10 puppies. So we have a good variety here. 6 puppies left. 1 girl. And there she is. Look at that little girl with the light green ribbon over there. She's the smallest, of course. Little petite girl. Then you got the big boys. Here's a big boy. I know. I pulled those ribbons around so we could see them. The party boy's got the dark green ribbon. He's probably the biggest, followed by that one with the blue ribbon over there. So super cute, super sweet. And there's the little girl. There's my little girl. They all have this slightly curly coat. She's probably the least curliest, just in between a shag and a curl. She's so sweet. Just sitting by my feet are ready for attention, and then has that paw going, begging for attention. Yes. See, clumsy little pups. Let's see. Shake it about. Get that stuffed animal. Look at him whining back there. What's the matter? Oh, is it playing with your bed? Comfy bed. He's coming back out. Look at the little girl. She's so cute. Okay. So all of them pretty much have like a slightly curly coat. Not as curly as Easy and LaLa, because the more you get farther down in the generations, the looser the curl gets. So it just kind of gives them enough curl like to have a fluffier look to them. Let's see. We could give you more of an idea up here. We're just going to look at, well, you know, give a little bit more curl like this one here. Not so much, I'm not talking about color, just, you know, the coat texture and a little curl, probably like this one. Somewhere between these two, you know, a color more like this and a look like that. You know, kind of like this one here would be a good example of what they look like. And you know, you see all these curls up here. A little bit fluffier on the face instead of being like flat. Yes, you want me to open that? I'll open it just a second. Let me get these, I need to tape these puppies here. Mama could open those Cheez-Its for you before she left, couldn't she? Okay, let me see if I can get a scissor. I'm go over here. Oop. It's a big box of Cheez-Its. Okay, so let's go through. There's the little girl. We got her, the little lime one. The little girl here. So that's Addie. Here's the big party boy. That's Army. And then the one next to him with the white ribbon, and that was the gold ribbon that just ran into the picture. White ribbon. No idea. I have gold as Abden. Blue. Alibi. Aladdin in the, well, that's Elmo in the white. Yellow's. Okay. Arnie. Hey, Arnie. And this one here with the orange. Let's get you up here. You did your baby. See, he's a smaller one with the orange ribbon. Orange is Aladdin. And then that white ribbon was Elmo. Couldn't find you on the list because you were farther up. Let's see this white ribbon here because you're a little bit on the smaller side too. And probably the least curly of the boys. Look at that face. Oh, so cute. So, there's the gold ribbon. Abden. So, boy, all these are very well-behaved puppies. They're just looking for toys on the floor. I mean, this is kind of like their jungle gym, so they come in here and go crazy over all the new toys. They're so well-behaved. I let them have the bottom shelf of the bookcase there because whenever I sanitize the floor, each time I have customers here visiting, I sanitize the floor after they leave, and I pick up all the toys and put them on the bottom shelf, and now they think that's their play area too. So any of these could be great for therapy work, any kind of working class dog. I mean, they have a heavy toy drive. They love their vitamins, so they have a good food drive. They do anything for a treat. They're not destructive at all. I mean, they just come in here and look for their toys on the floor. You know, unlike, I used to raise Labradoodles, and they would just go crazy in this room. They would make sure everything was torn off all the shelves. They would get all the toys out of this basket, all the toys. I mean, somehow they would get them out of the top basket over there. Don't know how they did it. I should have had a camera on them because I would come back in the room and every single toy in those baskets would be cleaned out. And then the Golden Doodles, they just go after their own toys instinctively. So you just kind of introduce them to a toy box at your house. And I did that by putting a Purina Busy Bone in the bottom of their toy box every evening. Yeah, so the Purina Busy Bones gives them a chance to have something to chew on, and gives me a break because they would, each evening they would dig through their toy box, find their Busy Bone, and then sit there for an hour. Well, I would take the bone away in an hour because I get the 6-inch ones because they last a little longer. Yeah, and they last about 3 days because I would just take it away after an hour, put it on top of the fridge, and the next night follow the same routine. I'd just bury it in their toy box. So they had so they could, you know, dig in the toy box again, and they come out like they really did something. So you're working on their hunting skills that way. And so each puppy goes home with like a written instruction guide. It's almost 20 pages long, and I go over the Busy Bone routine if you want to do that. It's a good exercise for the puppies and a good treat. Also gives you a chance when you want to make dinner or work on homework or take a shower, and you give them that bone, and I mean, they will sit there and concentrate on it for hours if you let them. So these are LaLa and Easy Rizzo. You're probably looking at an average about well, for a smaller one like this girl, maybe 25, 28 pounds. And then the rest, the boys, you know, could range from about 30 to 38 pounds. So that puts them at about the height of a golden retriever because they have these longer poodle legs. And then the English golden retrievers have a shorter body length, and that's what controls their weight. If you look at a golden retriever, they kind of got shorter legs and then this long body. And what the conformity that I like for a golden doodle is the leg length should equal their body length. So like their height at their withers, their shoulders, should equal the length between, say, where their collar is on their neck to their tip of their tail, or not the tip of their tail, I mean like the beginning of their tail, you know, right? So like this part here should equal about how tall they are. So from like where their collar is to the base of their tail is what I should be saying. So that's what makes them look square, giving them the teddy bear appearance. So even though you say 38 pounds and that doesn't sound like much, you know, add in some fur and fluffiness and these dogs look huge. It's like, so that's what the English Retriever is, a female English Golden Retriever. Their weight's about, well, what I've seen here, average about 50 pounds. So really, I mean, they're going to be about the height of an English Golden Retriever. female, maybe an inch shorter, and that's it. So they're pretty, they look like a standard sized dog to me. Well, standard being, and a golden retriever and a Labrador retriever are both in the medium classification. So these are medium sized dogs. So if you're stuck between thinking I want a medium or I want a standard size, this is an excellent size category for you. I've got a smart little puppy after my paper towels. They fell on the floor, huh? Yeah. Oh, who's over there with those toys? They're playing tug of war. So Elmo with the white ribbon, the gold ribbon, Abden. Oh, you won, didn't you, Abden? Go get it. See, the most exciting toy is always what someone else is playing with. It's a good. See, and that's a good exercise for them to play the tug of war. They are talkers. I mean, they're vocal little dogs. They will talk to you. Mine want their vitamins in the morning. They talk to me. Yeah. So and by talking I mean like they're chattering like this in the room. They're not vocal as far as barkers. They're only going to bark like when a stranger comes to the door. Other than that, it's pretty quiet in my house, other than the little talking that they do. Because I have 3 in my house. I mean, they let me know whenever somebody's driving up in my driveway. Same with all my dogs here. You can hear them out there. They're quiet unless somebody walks through, and then they're all going to beg to be let out. Especially this time of the year because the ground is so soggy and wet and it's raining and glooming, so they're not getting as much exercise outside as they normally do. So as soon as they see someone, they're like, let me out, let me run. I'm feeling a little pent up too. I wish I could get outside more. I love going for hikes with the dogs and taking them to the pond and letting them run. They're also like a breed that wants to stay right by your side. They're not wanderers. Even outside, you know, we have 80 acres, but still they mostly just stay in my yard. And we have an exercise yard that's like an acre, so I can let as many out there run. But then in our yard, about 6 or 7 is usually manageable for me. Are you wrestling with your sister? It's like the biggest and the smallest there. Just you, baby. Let your little sister up. I'm gonna tackle her again. She's gonna run away. She's like, you're too big. Hi, sweetie. Oh my sweetie. Did you come over to say hi? Hi, sweetie. Gotta do your little check-in. Here's your brother. Oh, he wants some attention too. I know. Lick, lick, lick. Oh, so sweet. Look at you. See, that's what they do. They play, and then they have to do their check-ins every so often. Make sure you're still there. Yeah. Little check-ins. Your sister, your sister said, let me alone. See, which is also good exercise because they will, she told them whenever she had enough, and then she'll go back for more. It's like their forgiveness thing. So litter mates teach each other a lot. They really do. They teach each other respect and boundaries. I mean, you want your puppies to have that interaction for 8 weeks with each other because they do teach each other respect and boundaries. And she fell down. Where are you going? You can't get back there. They're inquisitive. They have to check out every inch of the room. Look at her. She's like, I'm out of here. But wait, I want to play with him. No? Look at it. Is that the one you like best to play with, huh? Is Army your favorite to play with? Love the way she holds her tail up. So cute. Aw, look, he wants to say hi to you, right? That's Alibi. Yeah, Alibi's under you, and Abden. Oh, Alibi, you begging? And Abden's laying on the scale. little pretty babies. The one here with the white ribbon that I said was probably the least curliest. That's Elmo. Aw, kisses. Get your buddies. You all went up there. Are you all loving all over him? Yeah, alibi. Kitty. Kitty. And the white's Elmo. Got a protector fort, huh? Protector den. Oh, again, so if you left it, I get it now. Yeah. So, nope, sidetrack. Gotta go find someplace else. So I could just sit in here and watch these guys all day. They're fun, aren't they? Yeah. But you know what? We need to get some individual pictures of them. Maybe get their weight too. Aww, he likes you.